Our next speaker is Stephen Abrev, followed by Pauline Salati.
Hello, my name is Stephen Abreu. I'm from Nassau County. I've lived in Suffolk County twice. I've got family, friends all across Suffolk County. So I wanted to submit a JAMA internal medicine study that was brought to my attention. It came out last summer. It's titled Association of Medical and Adult Use Marijuana Laws with Opioid Prescribing for Medicaid Enrollees. The question they were asking was, are medical and adult use marijuana laws passed after 2010 associated with lower rates of opioid prescribing for Medicaid enrollees? Their finding was that in this population-based cross-sectional study using the all-capture Medicaid prescription data for 2011 to 2016, medical marijuana laws and adult use marijuana laws were associated with lower opioid prescribing rates. Meaning, medical and adult use marijuana laws have the potential to lower opioid prescribing for Medicaid enrollees, a high-risk population for chronic pain, opioid use disorder, and opioid overdose. And marijuana legalization may serve as a component of a comprehensive package to tackle the opioid epidemic. Isn't that something we need here out in Long Island, especially in Suffolk County and Nassau County? Is something to tackle the opioid epidemic outside of heroin drop boxes and Narcan? I didn't think so. And minute and 40 seconds left. The gateway drug theory has been disproven time and time again. I have a question for teachers and doctors in the room and legislators as well. What are the connections between children who have been prescribed mood-altering substances like Adderall? Where have they gone? Have they gone on to take opioids that have eventually killed them? What's the real gateway drug here? Is it really marijuana? Because studies have shown that kids' first choice of drugs is either pills, cocaine, or alcohol. And from there, they go on from there. And how many of these kids were prescribed Adderall as a kid? How many doctors, how many teachers pushed these drugs onto our kids to alter their moods and get them high? These are the questions we should be asking. I'm trying to think what else I have to say. I mean, it's just silly. I mean, you guys are going to lose out on so much money. The cops need to be trained on marijuana, regardless of its legalization or not, because it's being used at the same rates whether or not it's legalized. We're bringing up children. Children use in Colorado has not changed one bit. They aren't using marijuana any more than they were before it was legalized. We're talking about pot changing hands of 15 times. Yeah, that's how it is under prohibition. In a legalized environment, the only hand change that's going to be going on is between the grower, the dispensary, and the consumer. As long as it's legalized, yeah, those hands, there's going to be going between the grower, whoever's packaging it over in California or Colorado and shipping it over here, and all those people in between that are lacing it and doing whatever they want with it. So if you really want that stuff to end, you got to legalize it. You got to legalize adult use, adult sales, or you're going to continue the black market. My sign says, politicians who support opting out of legal cannabis sales are supporting organized crime. And that's a wrap. Any questions?
Legislator Krupski.
I actually have a question. The young man brought up a point that I never thought of before. I had a question for Doc Spencer, and the point is that that he made was there's as children are medicated for behavior disorders at a young age, is there any linkage to them being addicted to other illegal drugs at a later age?
I'm happy for us to have the conversation. I think I'm being directed that under the rules of the public hearing, I can't have a discourse with you.
You are correct,
And-
Legislator
and
Spencer.
that-
This
so,
is a
I
public
can,
hearing.
I can address that, but the public hearing, I think you can only address the
Thank
speaker.
you. I just
But-
wanted to.
But
acknowledge
I do have an opinion, and I will talk to you about it.
that was a good point and something I'd never considered, and I just wanted to know if we'd get but now we will get the answer to it at some point during this debate. Thank you.
Yeah, I would love an answer to that, especially as someone who grew up in Long Island my entire life, graduated from high school here, graduated from college, got my associates, got my bachelor's here, and have witnessed multiple kids that I went to high school with, middle school with, elementary school with, end up dying later in their adult life because of overdoses. So I'd really like to know where this can really be pinpointed to, because pointing to cannabis just doesn't make sense. Even organizations like DARE, PDFA, they've taken that off their website. They don't push that anymore.
Okay. Senator Trotta has a question.
Were you aware that in 2012 in Colorado there were 12 organized crime cases involving marijuana, and in 2017 there were 119? So you're following your thought that organized crime is actually running marijuana less in Colorado according to the United States Department of Justice, Colorado Department of Public Safety, they actually increased.
What increased?
The number of organized crime cases involving marijuana, like by threefold.
Are we Colorado or are we New York? Are we
I think you're
sissies
the-
like Colorado, or are we gonna keep
I
cracking down on illegal
I
crime
think-
in
I
New York?
think that you said in Colorado they were reduced.
Yeah. I know. I did not.
But
say
they weren't.
I didn't say that.
I think you did, but whatever. Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever. Canada's doing fine. California's doing.
Any other questions?